Dallas, Texas. We're about 20 miles west in Arlington. Getting ready for this one between the Bengals and the Cowboys tonight at the end of Week 14. How good has Joe Burrow been this season? Unbelievable. And if the team around him, especially the defense, was playing better, he'd be right in the MVP conversation. And then Jamar Chase. Man, he has been the ultimate weapon for his quarterback, Joe Burrow. And chasing Mr. Burrow around tonight will be number 11, Micah Parsons, for the Dallas Cowboys. He's been on a roll, and so have the Cowboys, as we welcome you to the progressive Monday night kickoff. And I welcome you inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Joe Buck. That's the Hall of Famer Troy Aikman. Lisa Salters is coming right up. Well, when the schedule came out, we thought these would be two teams that were wondering where they would be seated in the upcoming playoffs. Instead, these are two teams that basically need to win out and then get a bunch of Christmas miracles to have a chance to get into the postseason. Let's talk about Dallas. It's been a disappointing season. We've talked about it plenty. It's been a little better of late. They've won their last two. The running game's been better. And Cooper Rush, it feels like he's settled in a bit too.
Yeah, and there is a glimmer of hope, you know, as small as it might be. And the fact that they've been able to win a couple of games, they come in this game as confident really as they've probably been since week 2. So the big difference right now has been Micah Parsons and what he's meant to this defense. And what they've been able to do with him is they've been able to get after the quarterback. They've been able to get sacks. Then they've been able to get the takeaways. And that's the formula for them because they're still giving up yards, but they've got to create the negative plays. And then for Cooper Rush, he's stabilized things. They've gotten the running game going a little bit with Rico Dowdle. They're playing against a Bengals defense that has had a lot of issues, and they've given up a lot of big plays. So if this does become a shootout, we haven't seen it from Dallas, but they might be able to play that game.
Let's talk about the Cincinnati Bengals and what they have been able to do so far this season. Joe Burrow, I know how much you love watching him play. He's been an assassin this season, putting up a ton of points, but they've given up even more. And it's been so frustrating for the Cincinnati Bengals. So many near misses that it's going to be one of those seasons, I think, where you keep saying what could have been.
Yeah, and you said it, Joe, that if they were winning games, this guy would be in the MVP conversation. And the fact is, they're just simply not. And it goes back to that defense. Joe Burrow, he can't do any more than what he has done. There's a tremendous amount of pressure on this offense to score every time they have the football. But this is going to be a fun game tonight. I'm looking forward to watching Joe Burrow. Dallas defensively has their 3 top corners playing tonight together for the first time all season. So this is a little different defensive group than the one Cincinnati might have thought they were going to come in and face tonight.
Yeah, I think, points means usually an entertaining game. We had that last week in Denver, and we hope for the same tonight in Arlington, Texas. We look at some of the faces of the players who will be on display here tonight as we inch our way toward kickoff in Texas.
ESPN welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Kilo 7 Tango Victor, request to land.
This is Lone Star Tower. You are T-minus 2 minutes to kickoff.
I have an idea. We have a great player. Give the ball to another great player.
Bengals rule! Cowboys drool!
Man, don't matter, but right now.
Off the rim. All season, hit hard with action. Bright like superstars and passion. Big stage, bigger plays, we packed in. Flashing, shake, spin, sideline racing. From the muscle, we soar to new heights. Never backing down when it's time to fight. Monday night.
Dives for the pylon. He got it!
fires it out. Chase, he's got it. Touchdown!
And ESPN Deportes TV announcer John Sutcliffe is celebrating his 300th Monday Night Football game. Here's John to get us started tonight.
Buenas noches, Dallas! Es lunes! It's Monday! The Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals on Monday Night Football! ¡Viva la NFL! ¡Viva los Cowboys! ¡Y viva Monday Night Football! Monday Night on ESPN! ¡Viva!
That's our man, Sutcliffe. God, we love him. And I'll say one thing, Troy, he is not scared.
Not one bit.
Wow, we got a taste of that back in Mexico City a couple of years ago, and he just never disappoints. Mike McCarthy, his resume gives him 183 total wins, including the playoffs, which ties him with Bill Parcells for 12th most all time. It's been a trying season with a record of 5-7 after 3 straight 12-5 seasons. And then Zach Taylor in year number 6 with the Bengals, signed through 2026, two-time divisional champions, and took his team to Super Bowl 56, which they lost to the Rams back in 2021. I'll say this, for two teams that don't have great records, both have continued to play hard for these two head coaches.
There's no question about it. And as you mentioned, Joe, Dallas certainly comes in with more momentum and a little more confidence coming off of 2-game win streak. Cincinnati been involved in some tough losses, but there hasn't been any quit on either side.
Dallas won the toss, they defer, so it's Bengals ball to start the night at the 30.